All right, guys. Welcome to the post match analysis. Let me remove that. I'm just waiting on Miami J. I got the actually got it to him a little bit. Got the link to him a little bit late, but looks like there we go. There we go. All right. He'll be in here in just a little bit, guys. There we go. Perfecto. Let me customize this quickly. There we go. Perfect. All right. Looking good. Looking good. So the United States raced out to a 1-0 lead, only to relinquish that lead on a penalty against Gareth Bale in the 82nd minute. It was a good call. But I think it's pretty clear. I think it's pretty clear that the referee did not do. He did a very good job. He wasn't consistent. I think he let the players on either side really sort of politic. They politicked a lot, but yeah, that was our chance. That was our chance to win the group. That's out the door. That's out the door. I don't think I mean, we have a chance to get out of the group, but we have a chance to get out of the group, but now we need help. Now we need Wales is going to have to play England. But by the time Wales gets around to playing England, they might not really have to win. They might not have to win. So who knows? Wham Bam 600 says U.S. is not going to get far if they can't close games. Yeah, man. Yep. Fermi Davies says the U.S. wasn't going to win anyways. They held possession well, but you can't beat the experience on the international scene. Fermi Davies, like, you're not breaking news here. Nobody expects the United States to win the World Cup. So thank you for your expert analysis there, Mr. Davies.
I'm here.
Oh, hang on. I need to switch the input here. Hang on a second. I got Miami J in the house. There we go.
Sorry, I'm a little bit late.
Hang on a second. I got to turn you up. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yep. All good. You hear me?
Yep, I got you. Oh. So what were your thoughts, man? What were your thoughts? The U.S., to me, it was a tale of two halves. The United States, they controlled the game from the start, but the second half, like, Wales came out with much more urgency. Gareth Bale, we expected him to be clutch. But what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I mentioned, do I have an echo, by the way? It feels like I have an echo.
Let me go back. I don't hear an echo, but
no, if I do, it would be on my end anyway. But
nope.
Okay.
So,
the other day we talked about, the reasons to be optimistic and pessimistic. Optimistic, right. We have this great group of players, very talented, very good. On the bad side, to be pessimistic, we got Greg Berhalter. Today we saw both of those perfectly.
That's exactly right.
We started that game very well.
Yep.
The goal was a moment of magic through the middle from Pulisic to
Was
Weah.
awesome. That was awesome, dude.
Beautiful. We started that game out the way it should have started. Then, because of this coaching system, quote unquote,
Yep.
in the second half, it felt like they couldn't adapt. I don't know if you noticed, a lot of the times they would receive the ball and you could see them thinking about what to do with it.
No, I didn't pick up on that actually.
Instead of just being free flowing and playing,
So they're not so instead of reacting, they're just thinking.
They were thinking about what to do next.
Yeah.
You could tell they went into the locker room and got a ton of instructions from the coach.
Yeah. So the coach outthought the room.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As he tends to do. And I was talking the other day how you got to simplify things for a national team, especially one this young. And Greg doesn't do that. And also his substitutions were not great.
They weren't that timely. Like I think he waited too late to make the subs.
I think he did. Yeah. A couple good. So I have the subs written down right here.
Okay.
He brought in McKennie for Aronson.
Yep.
Aronson was the right.
You mean Aronson for McKinney?
Exactly. Sorry.
Right. Sorry.
He brought in Aronson for McKinney. That Aronson bringing him on when he did was the right thing, but not for McKinney. You bring him on for Musa, who was struggling.
Right.
I'm thinking maybe McKinney was a little bit injured. He got a bit of a knock. I did see him holding a quad there in the.
Yeah.
Then Sargent for Wright, that was kind of useless. They're almost the same player. Hadji Wright's a little bit faster, a little bit bigger, but
he was thinking at that point. Berhalter was probably just thinking fresh legs, bigger guy.
See, what I thought at the moment was okay, because he brought them in at the same time as he brought in Yedlin and he brought in Acosta.
Right.
I'm thinking he's bringing in Acosta to lock down the back line, which was the right thing to do.
Right.
And then he brings in Sargent for that extra speed on the counterattack.
Right.
That kind of makes sense. Then he brings in Yedlin for Dest. I would have brought on Joe Scally.
Okay.
Joe Scally is a much better defender, much better going forward. Now maybe he brought Yedlin for the experience.
That's probably what it is. He's the only person on the squad with World Cup experience, so that makes sense.
So those three are kind of okay. The one that made no sense to me was bringing in Jordan Morris for Tim Weah. Tim Weah was our best player.
Dude, easy.
And Jordan Morris is one of those that does not belong on this team.
Yep. He's aged out. He's 20. He's almost 30 years old.
Yeah, but not necessarily aged out. His just doesn't have the level. He had a couple ACL injuries.
Yeah.
A couple years ago. He's not the same player he used to.
Okay. All right.
The only sub that made sense at that moment was to bring in Gio Reyna for Tyler Adams.
Why didn't he bring in Gio, man?
So I'm holding off judgment on Greg for not bringing in Gio Reyna because rumor has it he got a bit of a knock and he's saving him for the England game. If that's the case, that I understand.
Okay.
But here we see Greg's duality again, where either Reyna is injured and it's really not a good thing for us, or Greg Berhalter is really not fit to be the U.S. coach. Because if Reyna's not injured and you don't bring him into that game
you got to go. You got to go.
Yeah, that game was begging for the U.S. to create something through the middle.
Yep.
And if you go back and watch it, all of our attacks, with the exception of the goal, which was Pulisic being Pulisic, all of our attacks were down the flanks.
Yep.
And
all of them.
We don't have good crossers of the ball. The only good one is Tim Weah, and he took him off the game.
Yep. One thing that I know. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. We're talking about
one thing that I noticed about Wales is Wales was very, very defensively sound, man. They, for whatever reason, they always seem to be in the right place at the right time. Their fullbacks were extreme. Now, the fullbacks were aggressive when they needed to be. And just like you said, just like the goal, Pulisic, leading the charge, Wales didn't get a chance to set their defense. But anytime the U.S. would go into the teeth of that defense, Wales was very, very good at not only immobilizing, but neutralizing any U.S. threat. I can count. I don't even know if we had a shot on goal in the second half. We may have, but I don't remember it.
Well, see, here's what happened. And here's where Greg failed to adjust. First off, in the first half, you remember last time I said it, the U.S. has a real problem breaking up defenses that set up very, very compact in the back.
And that's what Wales does.
I'm very optimistic that we were able to break through it, and we did get that goal.
Okay, all right.
That was very good. Now, we failed to do that on our end.
Right. Yeah. Right.
offensively against Wales because we knew they were going to come at us. Once you
Right.
score, they're going to come at you because they need that draw as much as possible.
Absolutely.
So, and it ticks me off because we had everything to win this game.
Dude, the game, look, it was ours for the taking. Wales gave us 3 points, and we gave 2 of them back.
And you can say that a penalty is one single moment and blame it on that player. This draw was 95% on Greg Berhalter, 5% on Walker Zimmerman for giving up.
That was a good call on the penalty. On the penalty against Bale, that's a penalty kick. I don't have a problem with that. But, dude, whoever the referee was, I think he was a Brazilian referee. I don't know. He seemed in over his head. I think this was his first ever World Cup match. And he wanted to take control of the match early, but the inconsistencies, like for example, in stoppage time, you had 2 Welsh players. He stopped the game when 2 Welsh players are on the ground. But when Pulisic grabs his left hamstring, play continues to go. So if you're gonna stop the match for those guys, then of course the 2 quick questionable yellow cards. It was almost as though the game. I don't want to say the game was fixed. Clearly it was not, but it was not very good refereeing by the referee. And I know it's tough to be out there. You don't see everything, but dude, you're passing out yellow cards like it's going out of style, and that kind of takes our aggression away. And I think that ended up affecting the U.S. defense in the second half. In the back of their minds, they're thinking, okay, the Welsh side is going to come after us. They have to come after us because if they don't, they're going to be up out of this tournament. But by the same token, they didn't have quite the same bite or sting because you've got 2 yellow cards on your side already.
Now, mind you, the Wales offense, when they came at us, they weren't all that good.
No, they weren't.
I see Drew Branch, his comment there that Zimmerman was shit. Zimmerman played a very good game.
I thought he played. Yeah, right.
Now,
I thought Zimmerman played okay. Yeah.
Let's get a little optimistic here. Our players of the game were Christian Pulisic, even though he got fouled every minute.
Oh my God, he got his ass kicked, dude. Like what happened?
Well, that's a tactic. You take the opposition's best player, you go after him.
You beat him up, yeah.
And the team that's best at doing it is Argentina. They do this thing that's called what do they call it? Positional fouling.
Wow.
It's crazy. What they'll do is they'll target their best player.
Uh-huh.
And they'll put one player on him, and he'll just beat the crap out of him until the ref gives him a warning.
Just a game of attrition, and then they switch.
Then they switch, and the next guy. And the next guy.
That's been brilliant. I love it.
They did it to Brazil in the Copa America final, and it worked beautifully.
Oh yes, yeah. That's when Messi finally broke through and won Copa America, right?
Back to getting optimistic. Tim Ream had a fantastic game.
Oh yes. Oh my God, dude. He was, to me, defensively, he was the man of the match. Now he's the one that created. He's the one that drew the penalty against Bale, but he was on Bale all night long.
Zimmerman drew the penalty against him.
Oh, I did not think it was.
They both look like Thor wannabes.
Yeah, the Duke. I guess that's kind of where I got mixed up. Okay. Well, then you're right. He was the man of the match as far as I'm concerned, man. It was.
On the defensive side, yeah, he was. The man of the match for me was Tyler Adams, and he proved again how important he is to this team.
Yeah.
Tyler Adams was all over the field, defending the back line.
Yep.
He killed probably like 5 or 6 Welsh attacks on his own.
Yep, all day long. That's why he was. That's why he's the captain. Well, this in large part is why he's the captain.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Christian Pulisic. I don't think he wants to be the rah guy. I don't think because Pulisic is kind of he's from Pennsylvania. He's a PA kid, a Pennsylvania kid, and he's not into the whole. I mean, this is what it comes with, but he doesn't really embrace the celebrity side of being an international soccer star. And so I think not making him the captain was the right choice because I don't think he wanted to be. You can't make someone a captain if they don't want to be.
And it was the players that made Tyler Adams the captain. That was a good thing.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And there you go. I think Pulisic plays better without pressure on him. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Let Tyler Adams be the captain. 100%.
He was clearly the best player on the field today. You could tell every time he had the ball, dude, he's running by guys. He's running over guys. He's fucking. Yeah. Oh my God, dude. He was.
Gareth Bale didn't do anything. All he did was draw that penalty.
That's it. Yeah, he was a non-factor. He was absolutely a non-factor.
He was smart to throw his body back into the defender to draw the penalty. That was his world-class showing through it. And
I was going to say he was not facing the goal. That was the only questionable part of it, but Zimmerman clearly fouled him in the box.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think so.
So looking forward, right? So we drew with Wales. Now, here's one thing. This feels like a loss, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. It feels like a loss because we had the lead for 82 minutes, or almost 70 minutes.
If this game had been flipped and Wales had scored first and we'd scored late, we'd feel like rah.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does feel like a loss, though the result is not a horrible result. Now, what this does is this puts a lot more pressure on that England game.
Oh, God, yeah.
So, and keep in mind, England beat Iran 6-2 today.
Yeah.
But I feel like Iran exposed them. Yeah, Iran's defense was just horrible.
Okay, and they got 2 goals on England.
And they did. They exposed some flaws in the English back line. They really did.
Wow.
This England game is there for the taking. If Greg sets up the team right, hopefully we have Gio Reyna available.
Gio Reyna, dude. The thing is this. If, let's just say, Gio Reyna was a healthy scratch for this game, he plays and the U.S. ends up with the upset against England. Is he a genius? Is he an idiot? Because here's the thing: if Gio Reyna's in there against Wales, I think the odds of us pulling that out go up drastically. We might have even pulled out the game. But I mean, we're playing again on Black Friday. That's a lot. I mean, dude, these are kids. This is Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's 72 hours of rest. As a young guy in his 20s, I can't imagine that him playing today would affect him that much on Friday. Do you think that could be what it is, or is this just Berhalter outthinking the room again?
The thing is with Gio's injury history, if he did have a knock, if he did feel something,
the right move was to hold him out.
I might have pulled him too.
Okay, all right.
The last year for Gio was horrible. So he got injured in the El Salvador qualifier, our first qualifier.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah,
it was supposed to be like 2 weeks. Then he ended up being out 2 months. He finally makes it back for his club. The first game he's back, that's 30 minutes, goes back down.
Same thing. Yep.
He's out for like 4 more months. And again, the first game he's back, boom, he goes back out. Same injury, same leg.
Wow.
It was a bad one. But
well, if that's the case, if Gio was even a little bit physically compromised, I think I'm on board with just like you said, you're going to reserve judgment until we find out. But listen, we know Berhalter likes to outthink the room and this and that, but Gio Reyna I think he's probably one of the 1 or 2 best players on the squad.
Yeah, I would say so too. Now, apparently, sorry, I just got.
No, I was going to say you're probably. I'm thinking you're getting an update. What's going on?
Yeah, so apparently Gio's healthy, and he just didn't bring him in because he felt Jordan Morris gave him. Greg Berhalter's not fit to be the coach.
Oh my God!
Now, here's another thing.
Ay.
You bring in Gio. The way Greg Berhalter sets it up is he takes off Tim Weah and puts Gio Reyna on the wing.
Okay.
Gio Reyna is a central midfielder. You don't.
And Weah is a better. Yeah.
That's where Greg is very stubborn about these things. He's not going to.
Why is he like this? I don't understand, man.
Got me.
Like this is the first game of the World Cup, man. If Gio Reyna is going to get hurt, I would much rather him get hurt in a game we should probably win, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's been fine for like 3 months now. I don't think that injury is still bugging him. But apparently he was just sitting on the
healthy scratch. Well, I mean, dude, it'll be fresh legs. It'll definitely be fresh legs for sure on Friday. Yeah, we're going to need it.
Now, the way we need to set up against England, what we need to do to England is what we did to us today. We need to set up very compact and very organized in the back line.
Okay.
And use our speed to counterattack.
Okay.
Now, we're much better than Wales going forward.
Yeah, of course.
When we play in that transition, that's when we're at our best.
Yeah, that's how we scored the goal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wales had it for one moment. Wales came out of their shape.
Boom.
And struck them.
And Pulisic, got him just like that.
That's when we play our best. That's when our players are more free to use their talent and their speed.
Drew Branch wants to know, do you think he's saving him for the 3 Lions game, though? Yeah.
At this point, there's no other plausible explanation.
I mean, dude, he is going to start and play. If he doesn't, dude, if Gio doesn't start and play, then Berhalter might come up missing in Qatar somewhere.
Here's something that, and this is kind of like the hopeful back of my brain.
Okay.
There was a photo taken of training where Tim Weah was playing center forward at the 9, where we really don't have a really great central forward. I think it'd be fantastic, even if Gio's out on the wing for the U.S. Plays Weah at center forward. That could be something to see.
Wow. So we got Weah, Reyna, and Pulisic, our front 3.
With McKennie and Musa right in the middle. That's a good
Woo! Woo! Wow. I think Musa is our fastest player.
Musa's very, very fast.
He is like, dude, he has like game-breaking type speed. That would be really, really good. G. Bailey says, if we play like that against England, we're getting smoked. If we play against England like we play the second half against Wales, we're definitely going to get smoked. The first half was perfect. Dude, and here's the thing. It was as though the referee wanted to take the game away from us. But, there was some chirping, right? Like, we were like, hey, like, what the fuck? The U.S. continued to press. And finally, just like you said, in transition, that's when we got him. I don't know what happened. Maybe you're right, man. Maybe in the locker room, maybe there's a little bit of lemon booty. Greg Berhalter's probably telling guys, hey, whatever you do, don't give up the goal, because it did not appear that the U.S. clearly did not play with the same urgency that the Welsh side did in the second half. And
that's what we expected.
Yeah, I was going to say, how could we expect them to? You've got a 1-0 lead, then. But I was actually halfway expecting them to just play like an all 11 back defense, like just don't even worry about offense, just everybody just stand in front of the box basically. But I think when you play not to lose, bad things happen. Instead of playing to win, pushing the issue, because here's the thing, they say the best defense is a good offense. And because, and like, dude, it was literally a tale of two halves. Like, dude, we put pressure on them. Dude, it's almost like we had the ball for 40 minutes. We had the ball for 40 minutes. Wales might have had the ball for 5 minutes. And in the second half, it wasn't that lopsided, but Wales clearly came out. Well, Wales clearly came out and said, hey, listen, man, we got to attack these guys, because I think our best defense was offense. As long as we're on the attack, then they can't really do anything about it.
And that was proven when Brendan Aronson came into the game. He changed that game back.
Yes.
Because for about 10 to 15 minutes there till all the other subs came in, we started taking control back of that game.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
He says if we play like that against England, we're going to lose or whatnot. We're not going to play like that against England, because England's not going to play like that against us.
That's true.
The same game.
It's very true.
England's going to play their game. They're going to come at us with everything they got, just like they do everybody, because they're talented enough to do that.
Of course.
We have to accept that we're not as talented as they are. So
right.
We're going to have to be the ones that sit back, wait, tell them to beg them to come out.
Yeah.
Come at us, and then we got to strike on the counter.
Yeah. I think that's probably the way to do it. I think another part of the mentality is that the United States, we knew we were better than Wales. We know we're not as good as England. And so there is a mindset shift. It's almost like I think we'll probably be more focused when we play against England than we were against Wales in the second half. And here's another thing. Let's just say we do pull off the upset and we end up beating England, or at the very least getting it. Here's what I think happens. If we draw a tie against England, I think we play, who do we play after that? Iran? Yeah. If we have a draw against England, I think we'll go out and boat race Iran. If we beat England, right, we might go out and lay an egg against Iran. Hopefully, if that does happen, that'll give us if we beat England, that gives us a total of 4 points. I think we get for a tie. Yeah, that'll give us a total of 4 points. And England already has their 3, so England's got their 3. If we beat them, that puts us in the lead for I think if we beat England, we advance, don't we? Or no?
We don't advance yet. The best case scenario is that Wales and Iran draw, and we beat England.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that puts us in the driver's seat.
The worst case scenario is we lose to England and Wales beat Iran.
That is very possible.
Because at that point, if Wales and England draw their last game, that's game over.
Yeah.
We don't control our own destiny anymore. We need to at least draw England so that we can have a chance to come out and control our own destiny against Iran.
If we can pull out a draw against England, I think we'll move on because there's no question. If we have to beat Iran, I think we'll definitely beat them for sure.
Make no mistake about it. The U.S. is capable of doing it.
Okay.
It's a matter of
staying out of our own way.
Staying out of our own way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We are capable.
Zorro Lost 11 says the USA does have a better team on paper because of where their players play for their domestic leagues. You talked about this yesterday. Was this yesterday or the day before? Might have been Saturday.
Oh, was the day before? Yeah, absolutely. We have very good European club pedigrees. Now we still have some of our best players.
Yes,
in Europe. We left them off the team. We left John Brooks off this team. We left. There's a couple others, and we brought a couple MLS guys that don't belong. That's not an indictment on MLS.
That not only that, so John Brooks being on the team is not going to. It's not going to sway anything one way or the other, right?
Well, John Brooks wouldn't have given up that penalty. That I can guarantee.
Okay, well, never mind.
John Brooks is one of the best. But John Brooks has been one of the best.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, so if he's in there, if he's in the box against Bale instead of Zimmerman, he does not get that penalty. See, that's the thing, man, dude. It's these little decisions. It's these little decisions that. And see, even me just thinking, well, it wasn't that big a deal. Well, clearly it was that big a deal because just like you said, Brooks, much better defender than Zimmerman. Clearly, I think it would have been much better off for sure.
Look, the two guys that started today, Zimmerman and Ream, are the two best that we have available right now. But due to injury and due to John Brooks, I don't know what the hell. We have three much better center backs than those two.
Yes.
John Brooks, Chris Richards, and Miles Robinson.
Okay. Yep.
Miles Robinson and Chris Richards weren't there because of injury.
Mm-hmm.
And John Brooks, something there happened with Berhalter. We don't have the full story. We'll find out, I'm guessing, when Berhalter's gone, what happened.
Yeah.
But
dude, I just wish, man. I don't know. I don't think Berhalter's I don't think he's a bad head coach, but I still think my favorite U.S. men's national team coach of all time was Jurgen Klinsmann.
Yeah.
Because I think he got the most because the squad we had back in 2014, it was the usual suspects. Tim Howard, Clint Dempsey. Was DeMarcus Beasley on that squad?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think he was a sub. Claudio was obviously he'd already retired. Like we had a pretty good team, but nobody expected the United States to get out of group play, and we did it. And so I think Klinsmann is a much better coach in terms of getting as much out of the players as humanly possible. I think he would probably have done a much better job. But hey, listen, we're still in it. We got to the World Cup, so we'll see what happens, I suppose.
Very different types of coaches. Klinsmann was a guy who was famous for not necessarily even running the training sessions. Klinsmann was more of a motivator and putting the pieces where they go.
Yeah, he's a tactician.
No, not at all. Klinsmann was not a tactician.
No, I mean, Berhalter is supposedly this tactician. Yeah.
Berhalter wants to be a tactician. The problem is his tactics are suited for a club team. A team that you have with you day in, day out, practicing all year round.
And this ain't a club team. This is an international team.
It's a national team that like I said last time, meets 5-6 times a year.
That's interesting to be able to. That's a very good point. I never really thought of the difference because it's almost like to put it, I guess, in layman's terms. A club team, if we want to make a baseball reference, would be like the Seattle Mariners or the San Diego Padres. They live together, they breathe together, you guys are around each other all the time. Then there's the World Baseball Classic, which doesn't really mean anything, but you've got all these players from around the world. You've practiced 5 or 6 times. It really does. It takes a hell of a coach to be able to get players get club players to meld and gel together. It's difficult, man. It really is.
You try to take it one further. It's kind of like you wouldn't give a Pro Bowl team that's meeting one time the entire New England Patriots playbook.
Yeah. Yes.
You wouldn't do that. You
right. Of course not.
You have like what, a week, 10 days to practice?
Maybe if that, even if even you look at it. Clan Siege 20 says U.S. shot themselves in the foot by not playing Gio Reyna, and it cost the U.S. 2 points. Now he goes up against England. A rusty U.S. will probably not make it out of the group stage.
He would have been rusty today. If that, today's game, I don't think it's going to really have an impact on the player sharpness when it comes to
maybe he'll be rusty. He'll be rusty the first 5 to 10 minutes, but the first time he gets hit or he trips or he runs into somebody or he makes a shot on goal, everything will start to click back into place. It'll
He's been playing consistently for
of course.
We played last week.
Right. We know who Gio Reyna is. Like, we know who he is. Zorlost 11 says the current coach is very good too. He led the USA in the 2021 the Copa Oro title and the CONCACAF. Oh, well, the CONCACAF Nations League. I guess that's why Berhalter is the coach.
The CONCACAF Nations League, we play teams like Grenada, Honduras, all the Gold Cup and the CONCACAF Nations League. They're both set up for U.S. and Mexico to play a final.
Right. Those are not world class. No shade on them, but those are not world class.
And look,
teams.
Even in the Gold Cup, you look back at the Gold Cup. We didn't play great. Every game that we won 1-0.
Yeah. That's right. That's exactly right.
That's exactly right. Martinique game, which of course we better beat 6-0.
Sure. I mean, dude, Martinique started playing. They started playing soccer. What, 10 minutes ago?
Something like that. Yeah. And against Mexico, we pulled out the game, but we struggled. But it was that old school USA kind of win, where it's gritty, where you're fighting.
Yeah, man.
And here's another thing: for those games, you had a player. You had a player named Matthew Hoppe on the field.
Yes.
He is much like Gio Reyna, not in the sense of how good they are, but in the sense that they're the only real players that are kind of like that Clint Dempsey used to be.
Yes.
They play pissed off and they have a chip on their shoulder. We don't have that attitude on this team right now. Gio Reyna is the only one that plays that.
Is Hoppe a defender or is he a midfielder?
He's a forward. Thing is, he hasn't been playing for his club, so we didn't bring him in.
Oh my God, dude! Jesus Christ, man! We need that tenacity. Our only chance against England is they're fat, dumb, and happy. We got our 3 points. We blew out Iran 6-2. The USA coming in off a game they should have won. We're expected to beat them. It's one of these situations where everything. Listen, it could happen. Do I expect the United States to win? No, but I would not be surprised if we did. And I'm hoping we can at least pull, dude. If we can at least pull out, if we can pull out a draw, man, and go into that Iran game. At that point, we get the W. That's 5 points. That'll be enough. That'll be enough. There
is a scenario where we could draw all 3 games and go through. But it's very, very tough.
Yeah, we need a lot of help. We gotta get at least 1 W.
We would need Iran and Wales to tie.
Okay. Yep.
Then we would need to tie Iran, and then we would need England and Wales to tie.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. You know how that goes.
There's also a scenario where we get 5 points, and England's the one that misses out. If we beat England,
tie
with Iran,
and then they lose to Wales.
And Wales beats England.
Woo! Wow.
Let's focus on the next game.
I was gonna say, man, we're getting way into this. Jaeger Warquez, Saga, Bellingham, Kane, Sterling, and Mount can cause problems. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, they can. They're, like I said, they're a very talented team. They're much more talented than we are.
Yep, that's for sure, man.
So that's why we got to be very strong, very smart in defense, and know when to strike and know when to use our counterattack. That's where Tim Weah has to play next game.
He will. If I cannot see a scenario in which Weah and Reyna don't play in this game. That's our only chance.
He plays them in the same position. So who's going to play?
What is this guy like? Listen, I'm not pretending to be some sort of soccer expert, but what is this guy doing, man?
This is like constantly playing a slot receiver, a tight end.
That would never work. Oh my God.
You have this gem in Gio Reyna, who's the best player we've ever produced technically.
Yes.
He plays every day in the middle of the field. Very rarely do
He's fucking brilliant at it, dude.
Yeah, he's great at it. Very rarely does Dortmund push him out to the wing.
Yeah, right.
Then at the same time, you have Yunus Musa, who plays more on the wing for his club. You play him centrally.
He's got playing in the middle.
Why? I don't get it.
And Musa, dude, I don't know why you would play someone who has that kind of blinding speed in the middle.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it's a strategic thing, but I don't know, man.
Our midfield, Musa and McKennie especially, they looked faster today because the Welsh players can be very slow.
Okay, because dude, Musa was fucking running by guys. I was like, whoa, wow.
The thing is, like I said, they were very compact. Yeah, we need speed, and we need that fight, that tenacity to beat the English.
Jaeger Juarez says, hang on a second, says Weah could cause England problems with his pace if the U.S. play counter-attack midfield. That I agree with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the counter-attack is what's going to really serve us well.
I would love to see Weah play center forward for us. Oh my God, I would love it.
Dude, Pulisic Pulisic and Rain on either side. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's a scary top three.
It is. And with England's shaky back line, that could be fucking problems, dude. That could be problems.
Iran really exposed some gaping holes in the English defense.
Berhalter, if Berhalter's watching this, watch the Iran tape. Come on.
And no, I guarantee you they had people watching that game for sure. And
okay, of course they did. Okay. Yeah, Drew.
Scouts that they have
wait, back up. What'd you say?
They have a very deep scout team.
Okay, good.
Watching them for a while, they should know where the holes are. And the England coach is actually Greg has said that the England coach is his mentor. And it's funny because a lot of the English media and the English fans have the same problems with their coach that we have with Berhalter. So it's going to be a fun game for sure.
Looks like Harry Maguire is hurt.
Oh, that's actually not good.
Yeah, Harry Maguire is hurt. Wait a minute. I'd look this up, dude. Jaeger, just put it in the chat. Let me look this up. Hang on a second. Harry Maguire hurt. Ooh, yeah, he suffered blurred vision. Dude, he might have a concussion.
That's not good. Harry Maguire is one of their worst defenders. We wanted him in the game.
Damn.
But, hey, we'll see. Maybe the other guy hasn't practiced as much in there. I don't know who his replacement is.
Well, whoever it is can't be better. I mean, he can't be better than Maguire.
He can. He absolutely is. Maguire sucks. Maguire's their biggest hole in the defense.
So why is he in? Why is he a starter?
Because their coach is stubborn too.
God damn! I swear to God, man, I don't know what it is about soccer. Like sports is the last true meritocracy, right? If you are the best player, then you play the most.
Yeah, see, Southgate is a clown. They don't like him here. Yeah.
Oh, that's the guy. That's the head coach for England. Okay.
The English feel about Southgate the same way we feel about Greg Berhalter.
Okay. The Pro Special says Maguire missing is good for England. Fucking hell, that's not good. Ay. God damn it. And see, I mean, I assume that if a starter is hurt, that's good for us. But oh my God, you got to be fucking kidding me!
That was the one guy we were counting on.
Yeah. That's the one guy we were counting on to give up the goal because he's a big name. That's why
he is a big
name. Looks like Dyer is going to come in. Said dude has the turn radius of a train. maybe they should.
On the positive side, Maguire is very good at scoring with his head when there's like corner kicks and things like that. Maguire's a very
big guy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Wow. Stones and Dyer.
Yeah, buddy.
He says, remember, Dyer is also suspect as well. I mean,
not the best, but
all right.
English, I would trust Dyer more than Maguire.
Okay. All right. Apparently, they call him Fridge. Okay, very good. So your final thoughts on the match and what we should look forward to as far as the match against England goes.
So, final thought: I'm still optimistic. I still
Me
think
too.
we can and should get through this group. Let's on paper, this is what should happen. Let's play Vegas odds for a minute.
Okay, all right.
So we should lose to England.
Mhm.
Hopefully, we'll pull something out of it.
Yep.
And we should beat Iran.
Right. That'll give us 4 points.
4 points. England will be qualified already.
Mhm.
Hopefully, what can't happen is that whatever we do, Wales needs to do.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
If we lose and Wales draw,
that's it.
Thing, because if England goes into that game not needing to win already,
there you go. That's it.
Needing to win,
Wales will win that game.
What we want to go into the last game in a situation where we control our own destiny.
Yes.
And the best way to do that is to come out, play the game that's in front of you, and go out there and beat England. And I think we
just have to. If we can just pull out a draw, man, I think we can get out of the group, dude.
You know what? Hopefully, the English hubris catches back up with them.
I hope it does. I hope it fucking does. I really do.
They're always very cocky when they face us. And
well, the only thing that could sink us quicker than sink England, other than their hubris, is Berhalter's hubris.
Exactly, man.
You know, we're gonna save Gio. We're gonna save Gio for the Iran game when we really need him.
Gio doesn't play.
Dude, if Gio doesn't play, man, if Gio doesn't play,
I'm already ticked off that the reports are coming out that Gio was healthy.
He was healthy, a healthy fucking scratch, dude. Oh my god.
Real quick, where'd it go? Because they just put up the Berhalter quote. Something he said something to the effect like we felt Jordan Moore. Where is it? He said something to the effect like we felt at that. Here it is. In the face of the game where we were at. So at that moment of the game, with let's say 15 minutes left, needing a goal, we went with Jordan, who we felt gave us speed and power. You had Tim Weah there. You don't need speed and power. You needed creativity.
Speed and power. Speed and power don't mean anything if you don't have the scheme.
Jordan Morris isn't that fast.
No, he's 28 with 2 torn fucking knees. Now, I remember Jordan. I think Jordan Morris went to. I think he went to Cal Poly or where the fuck did he? Oh, Stanford. I knew it was one of those Northern California schools.
Yeah, he went to Stanford, then he played for the Sounders. Yep. He's one of the few success stories that has come out of college.
Yes, in the MLS, absolutely. But I agree, he should not be on this team.
He does not belong. He's one of those players that I mentioned earlier that
shouldn't be on the squad
for the vibes and for the
locker room guy. Okay, well, all right.
We left Malik Tillman at home and brought Jordan Morris. So,
oh boy, locker room guy. You know how that goes. That is going to do it for this breakdown. We'll see you guys hopefully on Black Friday. We'll be hopefully in a much better